let's see. Okay, all right. Whichever one we do first. I wanted to talk about the FIFAPRO 11 that everybody has been talking about, and also the track about. So, you know, you can just help us out. Whichever one you decide to do first. Okay, so let's see.
11 now.
FIFAPRO 11. Yeah. Okay, let's see. The hugely contested name in that one is Andres Iniesta, but we can't do anything about it from here. Gigi Buffon, goalkeeper, before he was given the award on the night, everybody started screaming Buffon.
Gigi had a fantastic season, helping, even though like he said, it was just so painful that he lost that Champions League final, considering 4 goals after saving and helping Juventus to get to that stage. Gigi also at 39, close to 40, he has done his best and he's rated to be the best, and even everybody at that age, you see his composition. When he was even trying to speak English, a lot of people were just celebrating him.
I was amazed, actually. I know, on the red carpet he spoke in English and all that. Also, everyone felt he was going to speak Italian, but then he decided to just give the English fans the real English. And you have a Neymar, Ronaldo, Messi, no doubt about that. Yeah, the forwards. Then the midfield, where you guys are arguing another Modric, Iniesta, Cruz. But I think Iniesta any day he will fit there. It's just because last season he didn't have a fantastic performance at all. So you have 6, 7, 8 players that can actually fit in there. But then if you have Casemiro there, it simply means the midfield will just be all about Real Madrid, which wasn't supposed to be. So you have Marcelo, of course. We knew this was going to happen.
Marcelo,
Ramos, Bonucci,
fantastic season.
Just imagine you having this squad in a team, boy, man. Then coached by Zinedine Zidane.
They're having Alves as the consistent.
Maybe only PSG can do that.
Ramos has the record for being consistent 7 times in the FIFAPRO level. Fantastic.
Okay. Cristiano Ronaldo has been talking about the whole awards and all that. He was being asked several questions concerning how long will he continue winning it. But you know, Ronaldo sometimes can be very cheeky. Just want to enjoy the moment. And of course, later he think about the World Cup and also what he's going to win next year, if possible.
Definitely. Like I say, that's always the aim for me. I feel like I'm getting closer and closer, so it's just about improving every year, and that's what I try and do. So it's been a fantastic year so far. Hopefully I can keep going for the rest of the year, and then just be here again next year, hopefully in a better position.
Okay, we saw Harry Kane there. That's another young player.
Who might be winning the award.
Yeah, he feels. That's his time to make it. When he joins Real Madrid, and speculation that he's going to Real Madrid. Let's see.
Hold on. Harry Kane going to Real Madrid, then he's going to win what best?
200 million.
I'm not saying no. I'm not talking about the money. Fine, he can go to Real Madrid. I understand. I mean, you see how Ronaldo. When you play with Ronaldo, it's going to be hard for him. Maybe if he remains at Spurs and Spurs had a fantastic season, get to win the league and also possibly the Champions League, we can't be talking about that. But for now,
the future star,
he should stay at Spurs if he knows he wants to win. I mean, except Ronaldo leaves Real Madrid.
It might be in the running for the awards.
As maybe Ronaldo is injured for 1 year or 2 years for a season, and then he joins Real Madrid, he becomes the star of the team.
You can't just arrange it like that. But for Harry Kane, no doubt, fantastic talent, and is a star to be watched.
Let me really ask you this, because his coach was speaking earlier, and he says the example of people like Francesco Totti should motivate someone like Harry Kane. Become a legend, stay in the club. Is it possible for players this good to play all their career in one club? Is it possible this modern day?
No, that era is gone. The era is gone, sincerely. And also to up his game, you need to play with the best. Also go to a team where you will be enhanced. We saw Ronaldo. Ronaldo was already made in Portugal, but he went to Man U. You know, in Portugal, they saw the talent in him. It was
obvious.
It was obvious.
Okay, but you say he had the talent in Portugal.
No, so he was made.
In United.
He was made there. No, listen, I will just give an analogy. He was made in Portugal. They brought him to Manchester. He was polished. Then he became a finished product when he got to Real Madrid, winning everything. But you saw the talent in him was in Portugal. So even if they didn't even bring him to. If he had not passed through that stage, he would have gone to the height he has got. He would have to be a star like Kaka, do 1 or 2 years and fade away. But the situation, he came from Portugal, he came to Man U. Everybody knew that this is a star. Now, what he needed to take his game to the next level was to go to Real Madrid, and it became hard work and consistency and everything. So Kane, we've seen what he has done with Tottenham. I believe he also is a long-term replacement for Ronaldo when Ronaldo left this. It's a good thing for him to start blending with the stars.
Before we leave this issue totally, I know Cecilia wants to know, but when we will start seeing Africans? The last time, George Oponwe, a lot of people have said, look, Africans just don't seem to be grabbing the headlines. We're celebrating FIFA, but from this part of the world, when we will start seeing our players being the highlights, being the ones that are being, primed to win the top awards?
Closest African, Aubameyang, nominated. We had years that we had Yaya Toure, in his peak of his career, was also being nominated. And also, we have one nomination or the other. But now it seems that African football is declining in terms of the stars we are bringing up. But I believe when we start going to right clubs and also not working hard, not being distracted, we saw a player that just earned just £30,000 a week, just went to flex himself, a Nigerian player, flex himself with
Okay.
this thing. Those are issues, management, and also the type of clubs you go to, and all those things. Africans are also working at, whether we like it or not, but the gap is
their
still
hard
wide.
work is not enough. It's not enough to take them to that level.
Yeah, the gap is, but gradually we had somewhere to, was once third in the world. We had Didier Drogba also. We had players in that era.
But right now, you don't see anyone that can easily.
The closest is still Obama.
Okay, I also ask you one question that, concerning the World 11 that Ziza tweeted about, that the FIFA, when are they going to have the women? Is it really possible, knowing that the women's football is not as widely accepted and developed as we had? Yesterday, Ghana and France, they had a friendly. It was 8-0. Ghana haven't been active since they finished third at the African Cup of Nations in Cameroon.
And
so
that's
their
supposed
first
to be,
friendly game,
that's supposed to be an African superpower.
Do you understand? So
even
when you have that golfing
even
class,
the Nigerian team that won
the
Nigerian team that won the AFCON, African Women Champions, you have not played even a single friendly match. So you will now see even Ghana. So the difference, the gap is wide.
So
but whether we like it or not, but it's also a good thing for you to also celebrate those who are doing well.
Okay.
Omak Bemi was selected to be among the top 10, and even though she didn't win, but it's recognition for Africa.
Okay, all right, we'll go for a break now. We'll come back, we'll be looking at the papers.